may lose visual for a short time, but hopefully not for long. The marine layer is still holding over the Playa Vista area and hasn't really crossed over the 405 just yet. So LAX is socked in. Playa
watch
Vista
it,
is pretty much socked in, but he's taking this 405 southbound straight past the airport. He's going to go through Inglewood. If he
making something for the day.
The 405 freeway, which he does.
Because this guy's in a good car.
Of staying on the freeway, now he's getting over to the shoulder, off the freeway, now onto the curb there.
Was that a 10 Mustang?
Like choosing to get off at Howard Hughes, or maybe he's going to. Now he's just right in that gore point. He's going to have to make a decision.
Oh, ew, the smog. Jesus.
There's a cloud right there. We're going to try and keep up here and see if he gets off at Howard Hughes.
That is fucking disgusting, man.
That gore point to squeeze through those cars. Once again, getting back on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's a cloud. It is a cloud. It's a poison cloud.
Or he could swerve.
Puff on that bitch.
He did a moment ago and commit to the 405. Again, a lot of decisions here and questionable decisions to say the least. But let's be honest, he hasn't made a lot of good decisions today. So we'll see. Yeah, staying on the 405.
Chat, 2 questions, chat. Why is the quality so bad today? And why is it so far away? Is this like a no-fly zone? Are they close to the airports? I don't see it. San Diego Freeway. No, he's not.
Yeah.
LAX, really? San Diego Freeway. Chad, has the police even showed up?
Exactly.
That's when they get closer
Finally
again.
getting off at La Tejera Boulevard. Getting off at La Tejera Boulevard. That is good news for law enforcement, bad news for us.
When you hit a police.
We're trying to get permission to climb over LAX here. Air traffic control keeping us a bit north, and we're going to shoot this as long as we can. But now that he's getting onto surface streets here, he's going to be taking the westbound side of La Tejera Boulevard, where we are going to have the challenge of those buildings that are going to block our view here. But he is now going westbound on La Tejera, heading towards the airport. Yep, heading towards the airport. We're going to try and keep eyes on him as best we can. But right now, it is only helicopters overhead. There are no units behind the suspect.
Chat, are these the correct...
Speeding up again in, fortunately, not a whole lot of traffic here. But the problem is once you're on surface streets, the risk level intensifies.
These ones, right?
So even if there were units, they'd be extra careful now because now he's off the freeway, and they have all of that.
Yeah, 1.5K viewers on these planes. Oh, and then wrong ones.
That they would have to contend with. And see, here he is
at
a red light here. We'll see if he shows. I mean, right now he doesn't have a whole lot of pressure.
Why are people tracking that plane anyway?
He doesn't feel that pressure most likely, so he may continue on as if he thinks he's gotten away. It looks like he just made a southbound turn there onto Airport Boulevard, heading towards Century now as he makes his way through the Westchester Avenue, a little bit more residential as he continues down this section of Airport Boulevard, coming up on 83rd Street in Manchester, right off the nose there.
Explain why
options ahead of him. Right now you can see, thankfully,
hold on, sorry. Oh, yeah, the plane's on it.
LAPD helicopter to enter the airspace there and keep close eyes on the suspect. So LAPD, at the very least, has a clear view of the suspect. And thankfully, the marine layer is holding. It's holding steady. So if he continues southbound, and we're going to continue with him here, it looks like we've gotten clearance to creep up here on LAX. It looks like he's going to continue southbound down Airport Boulevard, and that'll eventually take him towards the airport. We'll have to make a decision, either go left or right.
Dude, they are so far away. Holy shit. Chat is doing some actual rat strats.
Does sound like LAPD is trying to get a position right through a red light there, right through cross traffic, and a near miss right there as he sped through that intersection. Now coming up on Century Boulevard, a left turn going eastbound on Century Boulevard.
This guy actually can't drive for shit.
As he feels some pressure. Apparently that LAPD ship is right overhead.
Hold on, this guy's actually a shit driver.
Helicopter. I got to tell you, he has dramatically increased his speed here just in the last few seconds. Speeding through that intersection, now making that wild left turn, and once again we're seeing him do much higher speeds. I got to remind everybody here, when we first picked up this pursuit, he was really booking it down the 101 freeway and showing real intention of you know, just speeding away from law enforcement, which is exactly what he was able to do. He was really able to speed into rush hour traffic, evade those ground units, but now he is stuck in rush hour traffic
bright yellow car, buddy.
Go on here in Westchester without anybody behind him. But again, he's at least got that helicopter right overhead.
Omega lol.
I mean, out of all places this guy could have went, he always goes to the airport.
Yeah, there's nobody down there. LAPD
doesn't go under or does any strats, just goes into the traffic.
Units on the ground are well aware of this pursuit. Inglewood PD is likely aware of this pursuit as well, but we don't have their frequency up right now. But it's a
losing people on scooters.
They, continue down. Look at that. There's a motor unit. Is that a motorcycle officer? It's a motorcycle officer. Somebody has caught up with him. A motor unit, possibly a chippy, is right. Two
he's getting mobbed by a fucking
CHP
bike cop. No, I can't.
This pursuit, and now we know why he is speeding away there. So he is now continuing down Century Boulevard here. He's continuing eastbound away from LAX towards the 405 freeway. We're going to do our best to get back over it here, but right now we are communicating with LAX to try and get a better position here as he comes under the 405 freeway, continuing on Century Boulevard, but now for the first time in quite a while, he now has those lights and sirens blaring behind him, going around traffic briefly in the oncoming lanes, through another red light.
Brakes.
Again, cross traffic, nearly missing him there as he failed to yield for that turn, that person who was trying to turn there. Now he's continuing
failed to yield
on Century, so he is really driving much faster than we've seen at any point in the last half hour or so.
Don't do that. Don't fail to yield, sir. What the fuck? You don't do that. And that civilian didn't even stop or yelled for the fucking cops. Whatever. This guy just fucking went straight through. This guy's going places. He's late.
Yeah, the one good thing here is that it's a motor unit who has caught up with him. Again, that motor unit has a little more agility than your average patrol unit, right? So he is going to be able to keep up with him and squeeze through some of that traffic if he does encounter heavy traffic once again.
That bike up is zooming.
In situations where, again, a regular patrol unit might not be able to keep up at a safe distance. So right now, he's continuing through a residential neighborhood here, speeding up to Mansell Avenue, coming up on 104th in Inglewood. CHP right behind him as they safely make the turn with him. Again, that primary unit is a motor unit, followed by a CHP Interceptor, that SUV, making the turn with him here as they continue with 2 units in his pursuit. Inglewood PD monitoring the pursuit as they are in the city.
If I get the comms, give me the actual site with the comms, not YouTube video or whatever. Chat, what's up with that bumper? Is that like an aesthetic thing or what? It's just missing. It's custom, unpainted. It's a replacement.
Nottle.
Where is brother going?
Yeah, now this is hard stopping here, going through this parking lot here with units in tow here as he does a circle around the shopping plaza, now coming back on Lenox Boulevard. To answer your question, that was a close call right there, really close call, inches away from colliding with that
civilians,
car.
Are you fucking stupid?
Up with him as he continues up Hawthorne Boulevard.
Jesus Christ, these people, man.
I can tell you that we don't know.
Yo, you hear the sirens, you see the people that cut it like that. You fucking yield, you fucking wait. What the fuck?
They do have an accurate plate and registration for this vehicle. They
You
believe
hear massive sirens and then you get cut off by some guy burning a red or some shit going crazy. Brother, you fucking wait and you chill.
They're
What?
operating with. So they do have the luxury of knowing where the suspect lives. We will see how that affects
Or you
their
get the fuck out of the way.
decision-making here. Look at him pulling into that turn lane, and those CHP units now back about 100 feet, maybe a little bit more than 100 feet back, as they try and I guess calculate his next move here. They're not going to execute a felony stop in the middle of all that traffic,
Yeah,
but
no
they
shit.
are going to bring this to a stop at some point if they see a safe opportunity. But they are certainly acting very
Why they're
tactically
pushing
here as they pause,
and do what?
wait
Point
for the
their
light to
guns
turn,
at one criminal and
figure
fucking
out
50 civilians in
next
the
move is
line
gonna
of sight?
Look at this officer getting out of the vehicle for some reason. This is interesting.
Oh, hold on. Is he getting spice or
It's
AR?
not clear what he knows that we don't know, but that officer now out of his vehicle, and I don't know if something is wrong with
This
the
guy
patrol
does
car
not
or
look
what's
like he's
going
in a
on
rush.
here. Somebody
What the fuck?
okay.
What the
So
fuck?
somebody, yeah, these are people walking through traffic, washing windows.
Squeegee
This
couple
guy is
Andy?
stuck
No,
at the
stop,
intersection of
stop.
Hawthorne Boulevard and 111th Street at a red light with heavy traffic.
This guy's getting
CHP,
squeegeed.
a few
That's
hundred feet back
insane.
Here, basically holding their position, waiting for the light to turn. The light is turned. People are turning. Let's see if they turn with him here or what the next move is going to be. Look at him continuing through the red light, going straight through cross traffic, continuing north or southbound on Hawthorne Boulevard. We'll keep the camera on the car, but we do want to find out here in a minute or so, whether that CHP unit has continued or whether they've called. Okay, so the motor unit is continuing, and so is the Explorer. So there you go. CHP now taking this onto the freeway.
This
as
guy's
he gets
fucking
onto
dog shit.
the
What is
freeway.
wrong with
This
this
is
guy?
going to be the left rear. I'm sorry. Left rear. I don't know what that means, but okay. So he's on the 105 freeway. Something going on with the left rear tire.
Actually spun out, this
as he
guy.
makes his way onto the freeway, and you can see California Highway Patrol trying to keep up with him as he really speeds onto the freeway. Traffic is moderate to heavy, so he's going to be hitting the brakes here in a little bit, but he does have a little bit of room to play with, at least for a half mile or so as he gets onto the freeway here. If he stays on the freeway, he could very easily get
Well,
right
it's a
back
Mustang
off.
driver. It's
There are
also a
plenty of
Mustang in
exits here
general.
on the 105 freeway. So California
Mustangs,
Highway
that's all they do.
Patrol
It's a
now
fucking,
with their,
bro, it's an actual
SUV
spinning simulator.
right behind him, and now LA County Sheriff's helicopter, the third helicopter that we've seen pursue this suspect down the 105 freeway now. Heading east on the 105, yes. Eastbound 105 freeway.
Mustangs are not a great car, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, and despite all those eastbound exits, he has now managed to weave all the way across
this guy
to the
nearly
carpool
spun
lane
out
where he's
going
gonna be
fucking
fairly committed.
30 on a
Fortunately,
turn.
that
Like, please,
HOV
man,
lane
chill out,
is
brother.
wide open for him, but he's going to stick with the 105 freeway here as he continues through Hawthorne. But so are those CHP units. There's really nothing stopping them from keeping up with him at this
It
point.
is a skill issue too.
Very op. Boops.
The guy was accelerating on a turn like that was sloped, so yeah, pretty bad.
Yeah, clear
Love
skies
zero.
as he makes his way further east. All of the clouds are pretty much behind us, so as we continue east, it will become much less of a factor,
Pepe good driving,
at least
Pepe
for
good
now.
driving,
So,
Pepe.
good news on that front. Plenty of helicopters at the disposal of law enforcement. Think about it. We have seen a Ventura County Black Hawk helicopter over this pursuit, an LAPD helicopter, and now a LA County Sheriff's helicopter over this high-speed pursuit. Dangerous shoplifters on the run from Camarillo, where there was a shoplifting event at a Target, organized crime detectives on the case, and the suspect apparently ramming into law enforcement on the way out of that Target. So all resources at the disposal of law enforcement are being used to follow this pursuit to see it to its bitter end. But right now, this suspect showing no signs of giving up this chase. Yep.
I'm gonna say it right
He's
now.
on the case.
This
I'm
is
finding
most
out
likely
which
gonna
car
lead to
he
a
is
crash.
among the freeway as we speak. Okay, thank you, man.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not seeing it, although it might. I mean, yeah, I don't see it. I'm not sure if it was maybe the tide or perhaps maybe
to the eastbound 105 from the 110, but still attempting to catch up.
Anyways, he is continuing approaching Vermont Avenue here on the Century Freeway. So again, he's weaving across all lanes. I'm looking for any signs of getting over to the right.
Clear 4, go ahead.
What do you think of Holtzkern watches? I can't afford a Rolly, I only make 150k.
Clear 4, I copy.
Alright.
Sound 105 at the
Whatever
1.
you like.
40 months of absolute juice. Thank you so much. From your friendly neighborhood
Yo.
pilot. Much love.
Oh,
Holly
come stay. I was about to view the much of them.
Avenue, Ashford, cross of Clark. White four-door Dodge Charger hit a pedestrian and fled onto the 91 eastbound. Tax 259. Lake Weekend hit him.
4 point left or right. Which is it going to be? He's going to make a right turn onto the southbound side of the freeway. Making his way
132 Adam, response to 132 Adam.
shoulder on the elevated ramp there to get out of that traffic. He is now trying to put
Alright, please talking shit. Just forget about him. Let's listen to this guy instead.
CHP officer.
If shit gets spicy, I'll put the comms back on. Now that they're just fucking like just talking about where he's going and shit.
Unit is, but right now he has put a little bit of distance between them.
Money changed you, brother. I just told this guy to buy whatever he wants. What happens if I take it? I told the guy don't buy really or whatever. Buy whatever you like, man.
There, yep, there's the SUV. SUV was able to manage that traffic on the transition there. They've been able to catch up with him, and there he is. No more than a few hundred feet behind him. Again, high-speed pursuit now down the 110
Chat, guys,
freeway,
I'm gonna work for this guy, to be honest with you.
relatively light. In fact,
This guy's going
light
fast and he
traffic
does not know
all
how
the
to
way
drive it.
down
I'm not just saying
St.
that.
Pedro.
I'm not just saying that to be a hater. This guy's legitimately a bad driver.
90 miles per hour. We know that Ford Mustang is capable of speeds much higher than that. So he's not exactly, you know.
Something says you
doing above
fucking
freeway
loser. Are you
speeds,
stupid?
But, you know, he's. Well, let's see what happens here. He looks like he's hugging that right lane again. He's definitely putting a little bit more distance there, but right now they're having no problem keeping up with him. They're now pushing about 100 miles per hour, so he is starting to apply a little more gas there
Did he
as
do
they
try
get
to-
close
that was weird.
behind him, and that may play
I'm a good driver.
into their decision making in terms of how much
On top
room
of
they
that,
give
on top
him
of
to play
that,
with
you need to
versus,
master
you know, how much pressure
most
they take
concepts,
off of them with the hopes of
or at least have a
finding the
good
driving
foundational understanding of
speed
cars
a little
to
bit.
win
They're not
any
gonna let
race
him
in
go by
iRacing.
name,
And I have a lot of
but as long as they
wins
keep
under
an eye
my
on
belt.
him, and they have the tools at their disposal above him. Then
Winning
those
any
helicopters could easily take
map,
us over
any
if
race
the
on
launch
iRacing,
commander or the
you have to
supervisor
have
makes the
a
decision
decent
to lay
understanding
off a
of
little bit
fundamentals
and give him an
that apply to real
opportunity
life.
slow down. Now he's getting off the freeway here. Getting off of the 105 freeway.
Oof.
I'm sorry, 110 freeway, excuse me. Getting off the 110 freeway. Heavy traffic at this red light here. Look at that cruiser. Look at that cruiser keeping up with him, going right through traffic, splitting lanes with him as he comes up on Redondo Beach Boulevard. He's right at Redondo Beach Boulevard, and he might get right back on the
Yes,
freeway. Just using that
iRacing
exit ramp to
legitimately.
get off. Looks like that left rear
Oh!
tire is having real trouble. So at
What
some
the
point,
Did they even did they even spike him at ever?
Certainly have
Oh,
not
shit!
observed any spike strips. I didn't see any chance of that. So at some point, he did collide with something that is now eating up that rubber, and now that left rear tire is on borrowed time. That may be the beginning of the end of this pursuit, guys. He
What
is
a
now
shit
southbound
fucking
on the
car
110
that is.
freeway with a very unstable
Dude,
left rear wheel.
this guy fucking does one aggressive turn at 30 miles an hour, and the fucking tires are coming off. That's ridiculous. What a joke, dude. What's on the ground? Is that the fender? What the
dragging
fuck?
something. Look
What the
I'm sorry,
fuck?
David Giovanni, that side skirt's coming off the vehicle. That side skirt is now dragging on the pavement there. That may be what even punctured the tire. He must have collided with something that has done some
No,
actually
no,
pretty
it didn't.
serious damage to the
It's
vehicle
the
here.
fucking, it's
He's
the
now
wheel.
getting off at the 91 freeway. Getting off at the 91
The tire
freeway.
did
They
that.
were just prepared to shut down the 110 freeway behind him. CHP getting a traffic break in place, but now he's getting off the 110 freeway, getting onto, I think, the 90.
Yeah, the tires
91
was fucking
transition
wobbling and
here.
smacking it.
That's right.
Dude, actual Lego car, this is insane.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just took the westbound 91 freeway. I say that because that's where eventually, as we continue west, that marine layer is going to come into play once
I mean,
again.
the tire is off at that point. Just fucking swerve left and right and fucking get rid of it.
Has had,
the fuck?
all the elements. Okay, so he's got right.
What?
Suspect out of the vehicle. Driver's side door open. Driver's side door open. Suspect out of the vehicle. We're going to come around this tree here. He is stepping away from the vehicle.
What?
Now coming around the back of the vehicle.
Look at this guy. He is going in disguise and everything. He's got the
CHP
gloves on and
in position to
shit.
take that suspect into custody. He will quickly be placed into handcuffs, and it looks like they're rushing to either rushing to clear the remainder of the vehicle, unless somebody else went running.
Well, no, somebody else was running.
This tree here to see if we could see what's going on here. But right now, they are in the process of clearing that vehicle. I don't know if anybody else was getting out. It looks like that passenger door is shut. So I believe,
It looked open
just
to me.
judging from what we've been able to witness here, it's just the driver that is involved. He is being taken into custody. They have cleared the vehicle. Code 4. And wow, what a sudden end to this. Oh no, somebody else.
It was two of them, yeah.
Somebody else. A passenger is out of the vehicle and in handcuffs. CHP placing 2 people under arrest out of that yellow Ford Mustang.
Imagine bringing your fucking modified whatever the fuck Mustang did at a fucking Target robbery, wearing fucking full gear, hoodie on with the gloves and shit like that. And losing to a tire, and what a joke. Stolen, is it? Well, that was sad.
That was it. Yep. Thankfully, now they're going to be shutting down the 91 freeway. So just a heads up, if you're making your way home, the 91 freeway coming to a complete halt here, and yeah, just off the 110, guys.
Oh man. Well, whoever's car that hasn't suffered that much damage, I think it's still recoverable.
You got it.
A few thousands maybe. Well, that was it, I guess. That is what it is. Alright, boys. Dude, my hair got worse somehow. I'm really wearing a banana peel. This is sadder than this was fucking pursuit.